A blessed and heartfelt welcome to you, cherished soul. We are so glad you found your way to this sacred space. Angel's message for you, a special revelation, carried on wings of divine love, is meant for you at this very moment. Dear one, receive now this profound revelation I carry, a message with a divine weight upon my wings. There is something significant unfolding that touches the very heart of your love connection. A situation has been developing that has already reached the absolute limit of what can be endured. Your beloved is making an unexpected and rapid decision that is destined to deeply affect the course of your life. I urge you to listen with an open and receptive heart, for I was sent from the heavens with a singular, vital mission: to reveal something you absolutely need to know right now. This message does not arrive a moment too late, nor a second too early. It comes to you at the precise, divinely orchestrated time when the truth begins to stir, preparing to change everything in your world. An action, filled with a palpable sense of urgency, is being taken by the one you love. One thing is absolutely certain: there is no way to hold back the tide of what is coming. If you don't absorb this message completely, you will miss something truly essential that is coming directly from your great love. The powerful vibration that brought me here did not originate with me. It came directly from the soul of the one who loves you so deeply. And I need to tell you plainly, without circling the truth: your love is going to replace the current dynamic between you as soon as possible. This isn't about replacing you with someone else, nor is it an easy escape. Instead, they are moving towards something that your love genuinely believes is better and more fulfilling for their soul's journey. The decision has already been made, and it is crucial that you know this before time pushes this revelation forward in a cold, impersonal way, as if it hadn't been felt with immense depth. There is a powerful stirring in the heart of the one who misses you dearly. Something deep inside this person is crying out for a meaningful change. The period of waiting has become too heavy to bear, and what used to feel sufficient in the beginning has now become constricting, tired, and painfully limited. Your love is on the verge of trading everything that has been cultivated between you so far for something that holds more truth, more tangible presence, and a greater intensity of connection. And that is precisely why this message must be heard in its entirety. Nothing else will calm this person's soul until you understand what is truly happening. This is more than just longing, more than simple desire, more than hopeful expectation. It is the unwavering certainty that things cannot continue as they are. What existed between you has not lost its intrinsic value, but it has become small in comparison to what your love now desires to build with you. There is a decision burning in the silence, gaining strength with each passing moment. I am here, dear one, because the urgency within the soul of the one who loves you has reached the heavens. And when the heavens hear this kind of profound cry, a response is always given. The answer you are receiving now is not a mere guess or a distant possibility. It is a direct revelation coming straight from the divine source. The soul of the one who loves you will not wait for lengthy explanations or justifications. They will simply act, trading what they feel today for something that finally aligns with the life they envision with you. Do not for a moment think this is a light or frivolous change. It is not. Your love has thought, felt, and prayed in the quiet moments, searching for signs, and has now reached an undeniable point of no return. This person's heart is at a critical turning point. And when a heart reaches that sacred place, it no longer seeks permission. It acts, it transforms, and that transformation is already underway. There is a divine force propelling this feeling forward. You are not being warned to prepare for a loss. You are being warned so that you can understand that something much greater is being prepared for you. But it demands your full attention. It demands your active involvement because there is simply no more time to waste. Your love has firmly decided not to maintain this connection in its current form. It will change. It will shift. It will transform everything. And you need to know this now, before this change happens without you understanding the profound reasons behind it. The motivation is too intense and multifaceted to be explained in simple words. That is why the only way to truly comprehend what is coming is by listening to what I am delivering with such great care. Every line of this revelation carries an emotional weight that goes beyond any simple form of expression. This person is feeling something they can no longer contain, and they will no longer wait for something that never seems to arrive. There is a divine impulse pushing your love onto a new path. It is not a path without you, but a path where you must be present in a fundamentally different way. The current form of your connection no longer nourishes, no longer sustains, no longer fits the growth that has occurred. It's becoming painful. It's creating an absence. It is pushing this person toward a decision that will be made with no possibility of turning back. That is why you are hearing this now. The change is being prepared, not a change of you for someone else, but a change of everything that stands between you for something real, physical, and complete. However, I still cannot tell you this in its entirety just yet. You must first feel the full weight of this urgency and understand that your love no longer wants to carry this feeling alone. They no longer want to stare into the void, waiting for something that never materializes. There is so much held within this person's silence. Thoughts only God has heard, desires that haven't even been whispered aloud. But they were taken to heaven in prayer, and the answer reached me. And now I bring it to you, because it is time to act, to understand, and to take a stand. Otherwise, everything will be exchanged faster than you can imagine, and you won't know how to respond. Your love is no longer in the same place emotionally or spiritually. This person's soul has moved forward, grown, and matured. Now they feel it is time to break free from everything preventing them from truly living a life with you. The dream that was once kept secret is now finding an open door, but that door will not stay open forever. The decision is ready, and if you do not listen with your deepest intuition, you may not understand the change when it manifests. The shift will be silent but incredibly powerful. It will happen without a formal warning, but I am here to give you this warning before it is too late. Your love is going to change, not because they stopped loving you, but because they love you too much to remain in a situation where things no longer make sense. It is a change born of urgency, a change of destiny, a change of path. And you are at the very center of this choice. Do not ignore what I am telling you. I am speaking from the most sensitive part of heaven, where true feelings are translated into sacred missions. My mission is to make you understand that something profound is about to be transformed, and you need to be ready. This transformation carries everything your love has kept in silence for far too long. Every tear, every cherished memory, every unspoken longing is now pushing this person toward a final, decisive step. And that step will not be delayed. Time no longer allows for procrastination. There is an urgency pulsing like a heartbeat, and it is very close to you, closer than you can possibly imagine. Dear one, now that you know about this impending decision, it is vital to understand what it truly means for you. This isn't just a simple shift in behavior. It's a complete transformation in how your love wants to experience this story. The truth is, this person is tired of waiting for signs that never come. They are weary of imagining a future that has no certainty in the present. The decision to change was not made lightly, but with a deep, unwavering firmness. Your love no longer wants an empty space between you. No more half answers. No more important conversations pushed aside. The change that is coming has a powerful reason. Your soulmate needs to feel you closer. They need to know they can count on your presence, not just on words or memories. What is about to happen cannot be undone. The feeling has been held in for far too long, and now it must be expressed through concrete actions. Your soulmate is ready to let go of anything that feels distant in order to live what can only survive through genuine closeness. That is why time feels like it's accelerating. That is why you are receiving this revelation now. Don't ever think you have been forgotten. On the contrary, you are at the very center of all of this. Everything that is about to move forward exists only because of the immense strength of the feeling your love carries for you. But when a heart feels so much, it requires truth, action, and complete surrender. And that is exactly what your soulmate wants. What's coming is far greater than any unanswered message or any silence that has passed between you. It is a complete turning point in how this powerful feeling will be lived. Your love wants to trade what hurts for what heals, to trade absence for presence, to trade the fear of loss for a certainty built side by side with you. If you could see what is being prepared in the quiet moments, you would understand why this choice will not wait. Your soulmate's heart is ready, filled with the desire to start something new with you in a way that has never been done before. But when the change comes, there will not be a clear, verbal explanation. It will happen in a rush, in a spark of intuition, in the sudden and overwhelming will to live everything all at once. The shift is urgent but not cold. It is full of feeling, but that feeling no longer wants to stay still. It no longer wants to depend on words or promises. Your love wants to live, to touch, to look, to truly feel. They are tired of imagining. They want reality, and they are ready to change everything as quickly as possible to make it happen. The only reason you are receiving this message is because heaven wants to give you the chance to understand what is coming before it arrives. If you are not ready, it might feel confusing, unfair, or sudden. But it will be none of those things. It will only be the reflection of your soulmate's deep desire to build something real, whole, and true with you. This is not about ending the connection between you. It is about giving it a new beginning, a beginning where there is no more room for what is incomplete. Through their actions, your love is saying that more is needed, that things cannot continue as they are, that now it is all or nothing. And that decision is already in motion. There is a plan in movement, and you are a crucial part of it. But if you do not notice the signs, you might miss the perfect moment to respond with the same level of commitment. Your soulmate's heart has already taken a leap, already moved forward, already started acting. Soon, you will see this reflected in their words, their gestures, their choices. But perhaps by the time you realize it, everything will already be different. There is no more room for doubt. This person already knows what they want, they understand what they feel, and they are already making the necessary changes to live more deeply with you. But for that to happen, your love needs to let go of anything that feels half-lived. They need to trade everything that causes delays for everything that draws them closer. And that is happening now. The change may feel harsh, but it is an act of profound love. It is a step toward what truly matters. Your soulmate no longer wants to carry the weight of a feeling that is not being fully lived. They want to breathe a sigh of relief. They want to find you for real, in the present, with all truths revealed. The time you have lived up until now has not been lost. Has been a period of learning and preparation. But now, your love wants to live what has been dreamed of without waiting any longer. They want to build something with no more pauses, no more distance, no more loose promises. Only presence, decision, and shared affection every single day. And even if they do not say this directly, their heart is already speaking. It is already trading silence for action, trading fears for firm steps. It is already walking away from everything that holds them back to get closer to everything that makes sense. And you are the center of that meaning. You just need to stay aware. You have not been replaced. You have been chosen. But now you are being called to move, to respond, to answer with truth. Because the change that is coming is not against you. It is for love. It is a calling to leave waiting behind and step into fulfillment. And that fulfillment begins now. Your love is ready to live whatever it takes with you. But they will no longer wait for time to organize everything. They will act. They will trade doubt for decision, absence for presence, waiting for reality. And that reality begins with an action that is already on its way. Heaven is simply giving you the chance to understand this before it happens. Because when it does, you will remember this message, and you will know it was all being shown to you in advance. Not to scare you, but to prepare you. Because what is coming is something wonderful, something you have never felt before. Dear one, your soulmate no longer wants to just feel you from afar. The spiritual connection between you is strong. But this person needs more. They need touch, presence, the look that says everything without a word. They need to truly live you. For a long time, your love fed on the good energy that came from you. That was enough for a while, but it's not anymore. This person is ready to live this story up close, without barriers, without distance, without the emptiness between you. Your love longs for something it has never fully experienced, and it has been tightening its grip on their heart because the desire to be together has grown so immense. What was once enough now seems too little. What was once accepted no longer satisfies. This desire to live you entirely is overflowing, and what was once just a thought has become a firm decision. Your soulmate wants to feel your embrace, hear your voice for real, and look into your eyes until time stops around you. The spiritual connection remains strong, but it is no longer enough. Your love wants you here, now, by their side, walking together, sharing joys and pains. This person wants to trade messages for smiles, calls for presence, distance for touch. And if this isn't possible with you, it will be sought elsewhere. Because this soul has already decided that they will no longer live halfway. They no longer want to imagine. They want to experience. They no longer want to think. They want to live with intensity. Things have changed, dear one. What was once just a dream has turned into an urgency in the chest of your soulmate. This person wants to live by your side, but they also want to be felt, embraced, and loved with truth and presence. It's no longer about missing you from afar. It's about building real moments, and that's only possible with full commitment. Your soulmate is ready, but they need to see that you are too. Otherwise, they will move away to live it with someone who is. This person is tired of imagining what it would be like. They now want to know what it really is. They want to be with you in body, soul, and heart. They no longer want to depend on cold messages or long waits. They want it now. They want it close. They want everything. While you may think another person might be acting while you delay, someone else may be conquering the heart you hold dear. And if you do not get closer, your soulmate will end up moving away, not out of malice, but out of the profound need to live something true and close. Your love wants to hear your voice without needing to imagine it. They want to feel your touch without relying on memories. They want to look into your eyes and see sincerity. And if this isn't possible with you, It will be with someone who offers all of this clearly. This person doesn't want to live on hopes anymore. They want to live on presence. And only you can decide if this will happen by your side or away from you. Because now, the choice no longer depends only on your soulmate. It depends on what you do. Your actions will matter more than ever. Not what you feel, but what you show. Not what you think, but what you do. Your love is paying attention to everything, and any silence from you will be understood as distance. The energy that once united you is still here, but it is weaker. It needs to be nurtured with actions, with real affection, with daily care. If you do not do this, this person will seek that energy in another heart. Don't think it's too late. There's still time, but time is running out. And what you decide now will determine if the story continues up close or ends from afar. Your soulmate is ready to live this love, but only if it's with real commitment. What this person wants most is to live you intensely, with truth, with touch, with a look, with life. And that will only be possible if you take that step. A sincere step without empty promises, without hidden absences. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. You just need to show that you feel the same, that you want the same, that you want this life together with your heart wide open. Your connection is special, but it doesn't nourish itself. It needs attention, care, and presence. And if that doesn't come from you, someone else will occupy that space. Not out of malice, but out of wanting what you didn't give. Dear one, now you need to look with courage at everything that comes with this change. Your love no longer wants to wait for actions that never come. They are tired of living in assumptions and scattered signs. And that's why the step this person will take may seem unexpected. But the unexpected, in this case, is just the reflection of something that has been held back for too long. Your soulmate's heart no longer wants to miss you. They want to live with you. They want to step out of doubt and dive into what is real. There's no more room for promises without actions, nor for dreams that go nowhere. And that's why the change that's coming will cut through everything that gets in the way, everything that binds, everything that confuses. This person needs to feel secure. They need to know they are being met with the same commitment, with the same intensity. And if that doesn't happen, the decision will move forward without further words. Your love has already chosen not to depend on long waits anymore. They've understood that living in expectation can wear a heart out. And now, what this person wants is to live what's good, what nourishes, what builds. Even if it means changing everything, even if it seems radical, the energy that is coming is firm. It's like a strong wind that blows away what is loose and leaves only what is real. Your soulmate is moving away from everything that cools the connection and moving toward everything that warms the presence. This decision is being made in silence, but with total clarity. You need to understand that silence sometimes speaks louder than words. And right now, your love's silence is screaming for change. It's saying, I can't pretend everything is fine anymore. It's asking for a life that is lived with courage, without games, without emotional distance. Your love wants to feel peace when they look to the side and know you're there. Not just in messages or memories, but in real life, in the day-to-day, in the look, in the gesture. And if that's not possible with you, this person will look for that space of affection somewhere else. Not because of a lack of feeling, but out of the need to live. You can still be part of this new phase, but you need to step out of your current place. You need to show that you're willing to live the same truth, to walk with the same step, to give the same amount. Because your soulmate is ready to live a complete love, and they will no longer settle for pieces. Everything that was left unresolved will be left behind. Everything that didn't receive a response will be forgotten, because now what matters is what's being lived. not what's being waited for. And this person's heart is full of the desire to live, but they will only take along those who are truly available. You're not being excluded. You're being tested. You're being called to take a stand, to show that you still believe in this love and that you're willing to be a presence, not just a memory. Because that's what your love needs now. Real presence, action, commitment. The change won't be explained with words. It will be felt in actions. It will be noticed when you see that the messages have decreased, that the times have changed, that the attention has shifted elsewhere. And it will be in that moment that you'll remember this revelation. You'll understand that it wasn't by chance. Don't fool yourself. This person still has a space reserved for you, but that space won't stay open forever. The heart that feels too much will eventually decide, and the moment of decision has arrived. So your love is choosing what brings peace, not what causes doubt. You can answer this call with courage. You can show up. You can transform everything. But you need to act, because if you keep waiting, everything will change without you noticing. And when you try to come back, maybe someone else will already be occupying the place that was once yours. Your love wants to live something light but deep, simple but whole, and will only stay where that is found. It doesn't matter how much history you've shared or what was lived before. What matters now is what is being built in this moment. And this moment is asking for action. The spiritual strength that surrounds all of this is preparing a new time for you. But that time will only be lived by those who are truly willing. Your soulmate is freeing themselves from everything that binds, and you need to decide if you'll accompany this freedom or stay behind. The change isn't a punishment. It's a healing. It's the search for something more real. Your love has already chosen this path and is moving toward what brings peace to the heart. You can still be part of it, but not out of obligation, only by choice. The heavens are revealing all of this to you now because there's still time. There's still a chance to align with what's coming. But it takes sensitivity to notice, humility to recognize where you've failed, and courage to change what needs to be changed. Dear one, this message isn't over yet. There's more being prepared for you. What's coming will be even clearer and will bring an answer you weren't expecting. Keep listening. Your soulmate is moving, and the heavens are about to show you the next step. Dear one, this is the moment when the invisible begins to take shape. What your soul has sensed is about to be confirmed through the next steps your love is about to take. Nothing will be explained with words. It will be actions that speak for this person. And when it happens, it will be firm. Your love is already preparing internally to turn a page, and that page will be turned with or without you beside them. Behind this decision is a strength that refuses to live in uncertainty any longer. This person wants peace, and the peace they seek can only come with a wholehearted choice. You might feel like things are becoming more distant, and they are, because your soulmate needs clarity. They need to know whether they're being waited for or forgotten, whether they're being remembered or left behind. And that answer will be measured through presence, not scattered words. The messages from heaven are becoming more direct, not to cause you pain, but to prepare you. What's coming next can be beautiful if there's truth, but it can also be painful if it keeps being postponed. Your soulmate is no longer living in the waiting. This person is getting closer to someone who offers what you haven't yet given. This isn't a threat, it's a revelation, because when a heart feels empty, it eventually seeks what fills it, and your love is seeking that fulfillment. Now, what's happening inside your soulmate is a mixture of decision and release. This person is choosing not to be hurt anymore. They are leaving behind everything that caused confusion, delays, and loneliness. And the shift is closer than you think. It's as if time is pushing this person towards something new, towards something that begins with lightness but carries depth. Your love wants something that doesn't need to be constantly proven. They want to feel chosen without having to beg for attention. You need to understand this with an open heart. This revelation doesn't come to scare you. It comes to prepare you, because what's about to happen will change everything between you. And if you're not paying attention, it could take you by surprise when it's already too late. If you still carry this feeling, there's still time, but not for much longer. Heaven is shortening the deadlines. Your soulmate is shortening the distances. And only those who show they truly want to stay will remain. Not with pretty words, but with real presence. This is the moment for you to look within and ask, what am I doing to keep this connection alive? What am I offering that helps my soulmate feel secure? Because without an answer to those questions, the shift will be inevitable. You might think everything is under control, but it's not. A spiritual movement is happening right now. Your love is moving quietly but with determination. And when this person makes their final decision, there will be no going back and no explanations. None of this is being done to hurt you. It's being done to protect a heart that waited too long. A heart that's tired of being a presence that's ignored. Your soulmate wants to feel mutual care. And if they don't, they'll give themselves to whatever brings peace. Heaven is allowing you to know this before it happens because the love still exists. But the time for waiting is almost over. Now is the time to act, to care, to show that this story can still be true even if everything seems lost. If you take action now, you can still restore this connection. But it must be something deep, sincere, and visible. Your soulmate no longer wants promises. They want to see what you feel being lived out without hesitation or delay. The signs have already been given. The invitations to love have already been sent. What's missing now is your response. And your response must come before someone else fills the space being left open. Because your soulmate is surrounded by new possibilities. Nothing you live together will be forgotten, but what isn't nurtured in time will be left behind. Not out of anger, but out of necessity. Your love's heart needs to move forward. It needs to live what makes sense without waiting for one more chance. Heaven is still watching over you, and every step you take is being seen with care, but also with clarity. You received this revelation to wake up, not to hesitate, to act, not to hide. Your soulmate is making their decision right now. The love between you can be reborn stronger than ever before, but it depends on your willingness, on your choice, and the time to choose is running out. Don't hide. Don't wait for a louder sign. The sign has already come, and it is this message. Dear one, what is about to happen will change everything. But there is still more to be revealed. Your soul needs to be ready for what's coming, and your heart needs to listen carefully to what is yet to be said. Heaven hasn't finished speaking to you. Dear one, there is something you still need to know. The choice is already being felt on the inside. Your soulmate is quietly maturing this decision. Every gesture that went unnoticed is now weighing heavily on the scale, and everything that was ignored is now becoming a reason to follow another path without looking back. What is forming in your love's heart is like a bridge leading far away. A bridge built from memories, longing, and a lack of care. And with every new thought, this person drifts a little further from what you once shared. There is still something inside your soulmate that wants to believe in you, but that strength is fading. Because when the heart gets tired, it stops insisting. And that is exactly what's happening. Your soulmate is tired of waiting for action. The decision to walk away won't come from anger. It will come from clarity. This person wants to live something light, real, and possible. And if it's not with you, it will be with someone who's ready to stay without running, without postponing, without disappearing in important moments. This shift won't be explained with words. It will simply be lived. And by the time you realize it, everything will already have been decided. Your love will be with someone who provides what you didn't offer. And this new beginning will be quiet but unshakable. You're being warned, so you won't say later that you didn't know. You're being alerted with love, so you have the chance to act while there's still time. But the truth is, this person won't wait much longer. Their soul is ready to move on. Your love wants to live something with roots and fruit. No more planting in dry ground. This person wants to know they are being chosen. And if they don't feel that clearly, they'll look for a place where love feels simple and safe. Dear one, the presence you didn't give, someone else is giving. The attention you refused, someone else is offering. The space you left empty is being filled. And when you notice, your soulmate may have gone too far to come back. It's hard to accept, but necessary to understand. When someone feels alone within a connection, the heart begins to protect itself. Your love no longer wants to be hurt. That's why they're opening the door to someone who approaches with truth in their eyes. Heaven doesn't want to see you lose what's precious, but it also won't interfere if you stay still. This is a choice that must come from your heart. Either you show now that this story is still alive, or you'll slowly watch it end. The silence between you is becoming louder than any word. And when silence starts to hurt more than absence, it's because something is already being decided. Your soulmate is slowly walking away, as if not to cause alarm. This person has already understood that they can't keep insisting alone. They've accepted that maybe the feeling isn't as mutual as they thought. And now, they are ready to give their heart another chance. A chance to be happy with someone who truly wants to be close. You don't need to promise anything. You just need to act with truth. Show that you still care. Show that you still feel. Show that you're not ready to let this story fade away. But that needs to happen now. Later will be too late. The steps you take in the coming days will change everything. Your soulmate is watching. They are waiting, but they won't wait for long. What this person wants is simple. To be seen, to be felt, to be loved without fear, without doubts, without distance. If you allow this shift to happen, it will be final. What's being built between your soulmate and someone else can grow quickly. And once it grows, there will be no room left for you. No space for questions, no time for regret. Life is moving fast, and those who don't keep up lose. Your love has already realized that, and that's why they're speeding up decisions. Everything will happen in silence. No warning, no explanation, just lived with intensity and certainty. Dear one, listen carefully. There's still time to stop this exchange. There's still space to rebuild, but you need to move from thought into action. You need to show that you are still worthy of the place you once held in your soulmate's heart. Heaven loves you, and that's why it's revealing all of this to you now, so that you won't say later that no one warned you, so that you won't blame yourself for not doing something. You can still act. You can still fight. But don't wait for another sign. This is the sign. Dear one, your soulmate no longer wants to feel you only through memories. Now, this person wants to feel your presence in daily life. In the honest gaze, in the gentle touch, in the affection exchanged. What comes from a distance is no longer enough. You need to understand that your love is in a phase of decision, an important decision that could change everything between you. This decision is being shaped by everything that wasn't said, everything that wasn't done, and the absence of real action. This lack of presence has made your soulmate wonder if it's still worth waiting for something that doesn't seem to come. That's why this person is leaning towards seeking what they desire on another path, in another connection, in another surrender. The energy that once felt enough now needs to be strengthened with real gestures, with words spoken closely, with glances that touch the depth of the heart. Your soulmate wants this, wants to live you in truth, not just in thought. And if it's not with you, it will be with someone who is ready for it. Because it's no longer possible to survive on memories, waiting, and doubts. Your love needs certainty, needs to feel they are a true priority in your life. This person no longer wants to rely on signs or guesses. They want clarity, truth, and presence. They want to know they are being loved through actions, not just loose words or postponed promises. You can still change everything, but you need to act with courage and sincerity. You need to show that your love is moving at the same rhythm, the same frequency, with the same desire to live a deep and close story. What is about to happen may hurt if you don't wake up in time. Your soulmate has already noticed that someone nearby is offering what you've let slip away. And if you stay distant, this person will give in. You are not being replaced by another heart. You are being replaced by the presence you didn't offer, by the attention you didn't give, by the commitment you delayed. Your soulmate is not running away from you. They are running towards something that fulfills. It is like a plant that wasn't watered. It grew as much as it could, but now it asks for water, for light, for real warmth. And if it doesn't find it in you, it will seek it somewhere else where it can bloom without drying up inside. There is still something very strong between you, but even the strongest energy weakens if left uncared for. This person no longer wants to postpone what they feel, no longer wants to live waiting for something that seems to never come. They want love with presence. You need to realize that you're walking a very thin line. Now, every move you make will be seen as a step toward closeness or toward distance. Your soulmate is watching, and everything that isn't clearly said ends up being answered with silence. Your love deserves attention, affection, and truth, not just when you feel they might leave. Now is the time to show how much you want this connection, with firm actions, with sincere words, with brave choices. What this person wants is not luxury, not perfection. It is real affection. It is daily care. It is feeling like they are truly part of your life, that they are not in second place, that they are a priority, not just an intention. Your love no longer wants to imagine what it would be like to live by your side. They want to truly live it with hugs, with long conversations, with simple but real plans. They no longer want to exist only in your thoughts. They want to exist in your touch, in your eyes, in what is felt. This change has already begun inside your soulmate. You may not see it yet, but the transformation is happening. And if you are not part of this new phase, someone else will be, because love must be lived, not only felt from afar. Dear one, the heavens are warning you because there is still time. But time is short, and if you let it pass, you may only realize this person's value when it's already too late. This soul has already decided to live what it feels, with or without you. Don't think of any of this as a threat. It is a revelation, a divine message showing you the truth before silence takes over, and you are left wondering why you lost something so rare and strong. Your love no longer wants to live off memories. They want to live off real moments. And only you can offer that, but you need to do it now, before another presence takes the place that was once yours and that you left empty for far too long. Dear one, you made it here because you needed to hear every word. This revelation was guided to open your eyes and touch your heart. Now everything is clear. Your soulmate no longer wants to live from a distance. They want to live by your side in truth. What this person once felt in silence is now turning into decisions. Your love wants to live everything intensely, closely, truthfully. And if you don't respond, the shift will be inevitable. Not because of a lack of feeling, but because of the need to truly live. The love still exists, but the time of only feeling it from afar is over. Now is the time to choose whether you want to live or just remember. Your soulmate doesn't want explanations. They want action. And only your gesture can stop this shift from happening. You have not been forgotten. You are still in the heart of the one you love. But you are being left behind because your absence is speaking louder than your feelings. And what is not cared for slips through the fingers. There is no use making promises after you've lost something. The time for promises has passed. Now is the time to show. To show through presence, through touch, through your eyes. Your soulmate wants to live something real, no longer imagine what could have been. And if you've come this far, it means you still have a chance. You are being prepared for a new phase, but you must understand that this is the last opportunity to do things differently, to hold this connection before another embrace takes your place. Your love is tired of waiting for the perfect moment. This person has decided to create their own path. And if you do not walk with them, someone else will. Someone who wants it, who proves it, who is ready to stay. The shift is not a punishment. It is an answer. It is life saying there's no more time to delay something too strong to ignore. But heaven still believes you can change the direction. If you want to, if you are willing, if it is real. From now on, everything depends on your action. You can reclaim this love if you act with your whole heart. You can stop this shift if you show you are capable of loving with courage, with presence, with truth. If you do not do this, prepare yourself, because soon you will see this person being loved by someone else. Not out of revenge, but because your soulmate needs to live, and living alone, waiting for you, is no longer an option. Heaven is being very clear. This decision has already begun. And even if it hurts, you need to know. Your soulmate wants to be happy with you if you choose it, but they are also willing to move forward without looking back if nothing changes. You still have time to stop this departure, but do not wait for another warning. This was the final call before everything changes. Your soulmate is already looking in another direction, but they still hope that direction will lead to you. Be honest with yourself. Look at what you feel. See if you are willing to live this love the way it deserves, with wholeness, with dedication, with presence. Because love does not wait forever, no matter how strong it is. And if you have understood everything until now, then know this: a blessing is on its way. It does not matter what happened before. You will be touched by a clear sign from above to help you decide with wisdom and courage. This sign will be direct, impossible to ignore. It may come through a message, a presence, or a dream. And when it arrives, you will feel inside that the moment has come, the moment to stop losing time. This sign will be the push you needed. But it will only come because you made it here, because you listened with an open heart. And heaven honors those who seek the truth, even if they don't yet know what to do with it. The love at stake is rare. It is not just any feeling. It is strong, deep, and special. But it needs care now, because if it is not now, it will never be. Your soulmate is ready to be happy and wants to be happy with you. Dear one, take care of what is yours before it becomes only a memory. True love does not return the same after being left behind. But love that is cared for grows, blossoms, and stays. Make your choice and let it be made with your heart. I have been with you the entire time. With each word revealed, with each truth spoken, I was here. Now I say goodbye, but I do not leave you. I will remain close, waiting for the right moment to guide you again. Until then, live with courage, with truth, and with love. With infinite love, your guardian angel. Dear beautiful soul, this angel's message you channel is a divine space, a sanctuary for the soul. If you're new to this channel, think of this as your spiritual home. It's a sacred space created intentionally for faith to grow, purpose to be sparked, and God-given destinies to be confirmed and lived out. We are busy building a lively community deeply rooted in the rich soil of God's unconditional love, a place where heaven truly speaks into our lives and deep, lasting change regularly happens. We warmly invite you to subscribe and stay connected, because God undoubtedly has so much more to reveal and bring about in your unique life journey. You genuinely don't want to miss what the divine is preparing to do next in and through you. Consider making a generous contribution if you feel moved to support our efforts of spreading divine messages. Whether it's $5, $10, $20, or $50, your contribution enables us to continue sharing these profound messages of healing and hope with the world. Spreading the word is just the beginning of our mission. Hearts are being healed, hope is being renewed, and souls are being guided back to the light. Your support helps us realize our shared goal of making a positive impact. Your generosity, no matter how small, is what keeps our community thriving and bringing people together in love on this sacred journey. We are all interconnected, and we will rise as one. By uniting, we can conquer this. Let us wholeheartedly embrace the abundance that lies ahead. Amen.